इलेक्शन स्टेट इलेक्शन कमिशना कडल्यान डेट्स बी कितें प्रपोजल्स येयल्या गव्हर्मेंटाक आनी कितें डेट्स प्रपोज केल्या हेंच्यांनी
पंचायत इलेक्शन आम्ही प्रपोज केला 4th May. No, sorry,
4th June.
4th June. 4th June will be the elections, which will be held for 180 panchayats. Okay. 189, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because those five panchayats we have later on. That is a peculiar situation in Goa. So the date is already tentatively we have fixed as 4th of June.
काउंटिंग रोखडेच जातलें मागीर
काउंटिंग रोखडें जातलें.
तेची डिलिमिटेशन प्रोसेस चालू आसलो तो
आता सध्या डिलिमिटेशन प्रोसेस चालू आसा. डिलिमिटेशन एज यू आर अवेअर आमी हे सगळे इलेक्शन कमिशनाक दिल्ले आसा. आता इलेक्शन कमिशनाक आमी दिल्ले इन कन्सल्टेशन विथ द स्टेट गव्हर्मेंट. सो रायट नाव सम लिटल कन्सल्टेशन इज गोइंग ऑन बिकॉज election commission also have received so many representations, so many suggestions. They have pointed out certain anomalies. They have come to us also. So naturally both have been consulting each other or they have been consulting us to a limited extent, and I think most of the things will be cleared very soon, and we will be able to keep up the schedule. Thereafter, the reservation will come. Once this is done, the next thing they will be of reservation. So that also we will be solving it at the earliest possible time.
So suggestions कितने येलेले आसा अशें तुमकां suggestions as far as delimitation is concerned?
See, suggestion कितली येयला म्हणना तो आख्खो इतलो व्हडलो दाड पडलेलो आसा. Okay, but we have painfully gone through each and everything which came to our notice, and I think that way Election Commission of Goa, that is CEC, they have done quite a good job, I should say. त्यांनी बरेच त्रास घेतलेले आसा, and they are looking at it very carefully.
Okay, and then afterwards, how long it will take for a reservation of votes?
See, moment this is notified, the next thing is that they will send the file about the reservation. There is a certain rotation that takes place, like one particular ward which was general can become ladies, and then according to the population, whether it is ST or OBC or other reservation, that will be decided thereafter. As you are aware, even in the last election, I had accommodated the views of different organizations, where some people have said no, more reservation should be there for ST, more reservation should be there for OBC. Already we have given enough representation to them. Of course, no one will be ever totally satisfied. It will be that ani jay म्हणून तशें जाता. पण last time I had accommodated them reasonably well. Now election commission is involved, so I think it will be a balanced job surely.
ह्या फावटीचे इलेक्शन नॉर्मली अशें पॅनलांचेर जातले, पूण झेडपी जशे पार्टी लायन घेतले इन हेका फुडें पार्टी लायन्स करपाचे बी तुमचे विचार?
No, there is no question of having panchayat election on party line. Let people at the grassroots level decide, irrespective of what political affiliations are there. Let good people come to work in the panchayats, because it is also governance at the grassroots level. It is self-governance at the grassroots level. So very consciously the state government has decided that we will not have these elections on party lines. Let it be, let there be neutrality as much as possible, and let, as I said, good social workers who have done something for the public, automatically they'll get elected.
One more thing, तुमका office shift जाता directorate of panchayat to new premises.
Yeah.
Any reason because of the old building or कितें?
See, panchayat per se as a department, you have seen how much the working has improved, how much the working has increased, how much of funding is there from center, how much of more funds we received even under 15th Finance Commission. We took a quantum jump from 32 crores, we got 75 crores. This year we are expecting more than 100 crores, and we expect similar funding in other schemes as well. आता हे पैसे आम्ही लास्टा पंचायतीकूच दिता न्ही, आनी जिल्हा परिषद तांकांय दिता. आमकां जाय गांवांनी बरो सुदार आयिल्लो, गांवांनी कामां जाल्लीं, टेक्निकल सेल केले उपरांत आमकां तांकां क्लियरन्सीस जे स म्हयने लागतले 8 म्हयने लागतले केन्ना वर्सूय लागतले आतां 15 दिसां भितर तांकां मेळटा. आतां अशें जाता की फंड्स रोखडे एग्जॉस्ट जाता, तेंचेय उर्बा वाडलेली आसा. हांव समजता आमच्या सरपंचांनी आमच्या पंचांनी बरें काम केल्लें आसा कित्याक तांकां फंड्सूय मेळलेले. आतां हे फंड्स मेळटा तेन्ना एक ट्रस्ट ऑफ द एंटायर थिंग शुड बी हॅव अ क्लीन अँड ग्रीन गोवा. जी गार्बेज पयलीं खंयच काडून उडयताले ते 100% तरी ते इकोसिस्टम जालें ना डेव्हलप, बट इट इज ऑन द रोड टू बीइंग डेव्हलप्ड इन अ मॅनर दॅट गोवा वील रिमेन एज अ क्लीन स्टेट. हे आमचे हेतू जावन आसा आनी आय वील बी गिवींग देम इवन मोर फंड्स in the next financial year. I am working on that, and as well as Zilla bodies also should have some little more power than what they are having. Some new functioning or new functions have to be allotted. We are examining what can be given to them without hurting anybody or treading anybody's toe. Once this happens, I think it will be a balanced opportunity for the panchayats as well as the zillas to work in tandem for the betterment of Goa and Goa's people.
आज तुमकां झेडपी येवन मेळ्ळे थोडे नॉर्थ गोवा पॅनल दिसता फुल
ना साऊथ गोवा फुल पॅनल ते कॉंग्रॅच्युलेट करपा आयिल्ले.
कितें डिमांड्स बी घेवन
तेंचे
येयले
ग्रीवेन्सीस कितें आहा ते तेणी मांडले. हांवें सांगलें आनी एक दीस सेपरेटली आमी बसया, नॉर्थाकूय हांव घेतलो इन कॉन्फिडन्स, नॉर्थ साऊथ, सो दॅट तेंचे कितें ग्रीवेन्सीस आसा, तांकां कितें चड पावर जाय, कितें आमी दिवपाक शकता, कितें आमी फुडें कशें वचपाक शकता तें आमी चर्चा करूनच फुडें वयतले.
ग्रिव्हन्सीस रिगार्डिंग पावर्स आसतले न्हू ऑर फंड.
सी गोवा इज अ व्हेरी स्मॉल स्टेट. MLA आसा, मागीर जिल्ला आसा, मागीर पंचायत आसा. सो मातशें तांकां कितें माहीत दिलें आनी कोणाचें काडूनच दिवचें पडटा न्हू. बट कशें बॅलन्स हें करपाक शकता तें आमी करतले.
मायज कितें जावंक शकता
ना, फॉर एक्झाम्पल आय हॅव वन थिंग इन मायंड. In Goa, what I have noticed, all open spaces which is mandatory for builders to live, normally they are handed over to panchayats. And panchayats don't have enough funds or for the reasons best known to them, develop जो जावपा जाल्ले open spaces जालना. थिंगा व्हडली झाडां जावन थोडे गार्बेज उलयता, मेडसान येयल्ली आसा. When I say clean and green Goa, Zillas as it is, they hardly have any work. I propose to hand over all these open spaces to them to develop. So that they really do a good job. I have seen one thing. जे तांकां आज पासून जिल्ला आमी काम दिल्लें आसा, हांव समजता म्हणजे थोड्याच पयशांनी तेणी बरें काम केल्लें आसा हेजे आदीं. सो ओपन स्पेसीस तांकां डेव्हलप करून दी न्हू. एज इट इज दे आर नॉट बींग डेव्हलप. ते बेश्टो ट्रान्सफर जावन आख्या गोंयान पंचायती कडेन आसा. सो वी आर थिंकिंग इन फ्युचर वील ट्रान्सफर देम टू द जिल्ला पंचायत. सो दे वील ऑल्सो हॅव सम वर्क टू डू.
पार्टी लायन्स पंचायत ना म्हटले, पण जेन्ना पॅनल्स घालता, इलेक्शन कंडक्ट करता तेन्ना MLAs आपले पॅनल घालता, मागीर निवडून येयले उपरांत हे आपले पॅनल म्हणटा. सो ते पॉलिटिक्स उरतात न्हू एक पार्टी लायन.
पॉलिटिक्स लास्ट सगळे कडेन आसा. पॉलिटिक्स इज अ सायन्स विच एनकॉम्पसीस एवरी अदर सायन्स. खूंय पॉलिटिक्स ना. आतां तुमचे मिडियामध्ये पॉलिटिक्स ना. एवरीवन वॉन्ट्स टू बी फर्स्ट. दॅट इट सेल्फ इज पॉलिटिक्स. एंड इन अ विलेज वे एवरीबडी नोज एवरीबडी. अरे केन्जिल मोविनाचो मनीस मरे म्हणटले, ऑटोमॅटीक जालें. लोकी म्हणटले मोविनाचो मनीस, हे दोगूय मोविनाचे पार्टी म्हणटले. अंडरस्टँड. तांकां दुसरे आहा तांकां आनी कोणाची पार्टी म्हणटले. सो ते भाशेन ऑटोमॅटीक पॉलिटिक्स कम्स इनसायड.
बट फायनली इट विल बी चॅनल नो नॉन पॉलिटिकल.
नो, इट इज ऑन नॉन पॉलिटिकल
सजेशन पेपर तशें काय
नो. आय थिंक इट इज ऑलमोस्ट अ कन्सेन्सस दॅट वी शुड नॉट हॅव इट ऑन पार्टी लायन्स. कितें हेजे आदीं आमी जिल्ला करून दाखयले, सांगलें जेन्ना आमकां सपोर्ट ना म्हणून सांगलो. आमी स्वीप केलें इलेक्शन, मागीर म्युनिसिपल इलेक्शनूय BJPन स्वीप केलें. आतां असेंब्ली मागीर सांगपाक लागले ना हे पार्टी मेळपाना मेजॉरिटी. 20 सिटां येयली न्हू, क्लोज टू मेजॉरिटी. सो तेच भाशेन हिंगाय दुबाव गेले. whoever comes ultimately they have to do development, they have to do good of the people, they have to get funds to do that. So they will gravitate towards BJP only. So why we have to at all think of polluting the thing by bringing in more politics? Already there is enough politics at grassroots level in the villages. So we should not partake in that. Let them have their politics.
So one more issue as far as industry is concerned, as far as power power fluctuation, lesser power, तेजे खूप चर्चा चलिल्ली आसा. तुमकां मेळिल्लें आसा हेजेर?
See, industries met me also. certainly there are power wars as far as industry is concerned. We should readdress this. And I am happy that the power minister met the chief minister, and the chief minister was kind enough to immediately agree, because industrialization is required. Existing industry has to survive well without incurring additional cost to make the industry itself unviable. असे जावपाक जायना. पूण with their goodwill, I am very happy that the present industrial people have come forward. Difference जी जाता पे करपाक ते आमी पे करतले, कित्याक तांकां बरे भाशेन खबर आसा power is the cheapest in Goa when you compare to the other states. So even if they pay marginally little more out of the direct power purchased from open market, still it will be less. And if you compare that with the generators they use or diesel they consume to get the industry working, will be much higher. So as against that background, they have taken a very practical decision. I compliment the industrialists, all these people, GSIA particularly, who have taken the initiative, and I think it augurs well for future of the industry in Goa. ते आमकांय बऱ्या पडटले, कित्याक इंडस्ट्रीज पावर ना जाल्यार इंडस्ट्री येना. My mind was already exercised how to meet this shortfall. I think we should also try for more allocation from the center, from the central grid, because what we were allocated that time, it looked more. But now with more industries coming, more development, more tourists coming, power consumption per capita naturally has taken a quantum jump. So center will look at us kindly and give us more power. Why not?
तुम्ही दिल्ली गेल्ले कित्याक दिल्ली गेल्ले तुमची विजीट?
No, I went to Delhi to follow up with different ministers. I don't want to disclose anything at this stage. Today also in industries I had the third round of meeting with my secretaries, with IPB people. I am preparing a roadmap with the proper direction, simplification for industry to come to Goa. And I am sure it will pay dividends, but I don't want to disclose anything about the policy decision now. I will definitely come to you. Give me a little more time. We are working on it on a day-to-day basis almost, and that time you will know how much of good industrialists and how many good proposals, whether they are MNCs or big names, who will put up their industry here and at the same time generate economic activity, generate more employment for our local people who otherwise have to shift outside Goa. You will be seeing it yourself happening.
पण टार्गेट कितने आहा तुमचे? कितले इंडस्ट्रीज येवपाक शकता तुमचे?
I said I have done my homework, but I will not disclose anything now. You will see it in concrete terms. You be sure about it. I am working on fast track, and I am working very hard along with my officers. Even you have just seen, they all were here some time ago. They were here a week ago, and we will again be meeting after another week. In fact, I have told my respective secretary industries and director industries, as well as the MD of IPB, and even other officers for that matter, please go to the other states, get the policy, see for yourself how well it is working, and then the best practices that are there, we want to adopt them in terms of tweaking even if the act is to be tweaked, IDC Act, or whether our industrial policy per se needs to undergo a change, we want to do it on a permanent basis. I don't want to do something piecemeal and फाल्यां withdraw करपाक पडले. सारखे ठरावीक तशें बसोवन मागीर हांव तुमचे कडेन येतलो.
सिक्स प्लांट बी आहा तेंचो सगळ्यांचो सर्वे बिर्वे करून प्लॅन रेडी जातलो.
That everything I have given them work to do.
Have you
So it
asked
is work in progress.
Have you asked your officers as far as this deteriorating conditions of some of these in the IDC units, industrial units?
See, that is all.
Let's go down the
See, that is all part of the process. When I say I will welcome new industry, I will be wanting big names to come. Obviously, I have to set my house in order. I have to set in order what is not right, which I am doing. I don't want to go into specifics.
थोडे इंडस्ट्रीज चालवना पण ते ओनर आणि बिझनेस ओनर ते अजूनही ऑक्युपाय करून दिलेले
स्पेस ऑक्युपाय केलं.
स्पेस ऑक्युपाय करून आणि सेम लाईक दॅट गव्हर्नमेंट इज
लॉंग टर्म लीज आशिल्ल्या कारणान स्पेस उरता.
लॉंग टर्म लीज.
सी हांव फुडलें सांगता. हांव जाणा एकट्यान भाजी रोवपाक स्टार्ट केल्ले आहा. फ्रूट रोयल्ले आसा. आनी बाकीचे कितें नाल घातलेले आसा माड रोयल्ले
आता
आसा
बाळाबे रावता ते
आतां इंडस्ट्रियल एस्टेट इज नॉट फॉर दीस पर्टिक्युलर पर्पज सो आय विल बी टेकिंग एक्शन इन ड्यू कोर्स डोंट वरी
Sir, new motor vehicle has been